It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Staggeringly Good Beer, and it's a can of this Stagger Saurus IPA coming in at 4% ABV. Look at that can wrap, looks terrific. At this stage of the beer review, I want to say a big thanks to these guys, Wonder Beer Wonder, for sending me the beer. Check out the YouTube channel, absolutely fabulous beer reviewers. I say beer reviewers because male and female. And the interesting concept about the beer reviews is that Wanda, the girl, doesn't really like beer. So you got Mr. Wanda sitting there really enjoying his beers, trying to convince his good lady to enjoy the beer. So he's given his aspect, he's given his ratings, he's really enjoying the beer, and she's a bit like, I don't really like it, I don't really like it. And they're very cool people, so check them out. Check them out. They're coming to the Barry Beer Festival. They sent me a message saying they bought tickets. They're coming up from Portsmouth all the way up to Barry, to the Barry Beer Festival. So I'm really chuffed for that. It's quite a nice moment to be able to talk about a beer festival in my local town. My local town's first beer festival. And they're saying, yeah, we'll come. Awesome. We got a 2-finger whitehead. It's quite a straw-coloured beer, but it's hazy. A light, very light coloured beer. 4% ABV. The one thing I will mention, they call it an IPA, but they haven't called it a session IPA. They've just called it IPA at 4%. I mean, each to their own. I suppose there's no real rules in the brewing game to say that it can't be an IPA. I got my nose in while I was talking about Wanda, and it smells incredible. The aroma is terrific on the beer. Really hoppy. Almost to the point, it's so fresh, almost to the point where it's green. Like it's too fresh, but I don't think so. But really tropical. Mango, passion fruit, grapefruit. It smells great. I'm going to dive in. Thanks for sending, Wonder Beer Wonder. Check out their YouTube channel. Oh. Wow. You know when a fellow beer reviewer on YouTube sends you beer, you know the beer's going to be tremendous because they're quite good at what they're doing, you know, they're quite hot on the subject of beer. They really, I mean, I've never come across this brewery, I've never come across their beers, but I will tell you that for 4% ABV, this is chock full of flavour. But because it's 4% ABV, there's a certain quality to that because it's so light and so airy and so drinkable and so refreshing. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. There's a little bit of sweetness from the malt to begin with, light kind of wafer cracker type flavours. Goes over to the middle, lots of flavour in the middle. And then there's a nice bitterness on the back end as well. It's a nice balance between that sweetness and the bitterness of the beer. Grapefruits, mango, citrus, tropical fruits, passion fruit. Amazing. Amazing how much flavour they've managed to cram into this beer. Look at that. It looks like grapefruit juice. What can I tell you about this beer then? The Stagger Saurus does not take kindly to your everyday bland IPAs. No, he's a far more refined beast who craves something tasty that he can really sink his teeth into. This solitary reptile cares not for the bunkum hogwash others pass off as real ale. As this stunning hobby pale ale beer proves, his exquisite palate should never be called into question, or else. It's quite. They're being fun as well. I like the fact they're not taking themselves too seriously. It's a bit of fun on that. You can see why it took me a while to read it. It's big letters, small letters. Pause the video, have a read of it yourself if you like. It's really good. I had a couple of messages when I was sent this beer. A few people messaged me to say these beers are like killing it at the moment. They're knocking it out of the park. Pardon me, and yeah, they are. Absolutely. Absolutely terrific. I'm thinking of grabbing something. I've been sent a big box of food by Pub. Can't think of the name of it now. Let me have a sip of beer. Pub supper. You can tell it's not scripted. It's just I fancy something to eat. So we got some serious pig, crunchy snackling cheese, oven baked Italian cheese with rosemary. And they look pretty cool. Do I want some? I changed my mind. Nah, I can't be bothered. Let's keep it to a beer review. Let's rate it. I think some beers, they're that good, you don't need to kind of have some food with it. I think this beer deserves to have the complete limelight without me eating cheese crackling snack things. Right, rating. I think that's fantastic. Absolutely terrific beer. Stagger Saurus IPA, 4% ABV. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.